This showed me that it doesn't matter how developed you are, you're always going to be the same person with the same dignity.
Making the pro-life message simple to understand and easy to teach. That is the mission of the St. John Paul II Life Center's educational video series called A Glimpse Inside. It's part of a new national initiative to provide life-affirming education programs for young teens and adults. The free program includes physician-led videos on fetal development and guided 3D and 4D ultrasounds. It also includes some of Live Action's animation called Baby Olivia. The Baby Olivia video provides a medically accurate, animated glimpse of human life from the moment of fertilization and explains the growth of a baby inside its mother through each gestational period. The story details Olivia's development. The educational course of A Glimpse Inside is offered to middle school, high school, and college students across the United States. The program aims to empower young people to understand when life begins. The goal? To present the pro-life message within 1 to 4 sessions. Here to offer us more insight about A Glimpse Inside is Linda Ruff, CEO of the Vitae Clinic and the St. JPII Life Center, the organizations that helped create this video series. I am also joined by Christina Bennett, a news correspondent for Live Action, the organization that created Baby Olivia. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Linda, we'll start with you. Why was it important for the JPII Life Center to create a program like A Glimpse Inside?
Well, we saw how powerful Baby Olivia was from an animated story of life, but we wanted to demonstrate more of the real life, real doctors, real moms in a clinical setting. We felt like young people, it really drove home the message of Baby Olivia by showing real doctors, real moms, talking about real ultrasounds, and just took it to the next level.
That's great. And Christina, A Glimpse Inside, as Linda has mentioned, uses Baby Olivia footage. Now, Baby Olivia has been around for a while. Can you tell us how widespread the video is and the impact it's had thus far?
Absolutely. Baby Olivia has been around since 2021, and we're pleased to say that there are now 6 states in the United States that have included Baby Olivia or similar fetal video in their education. So what that means is that we're talking about over 4 million students across the United States that are getting medically accurate, scientifically accurate information in their health classes, showing them the beauty of fetal development. And that's just the power of Baby Olivia.
Now, Linda, is this strictly a Catholic video series, or have you had success sharing it in secular spaces?
Yes, we've had success sharing it. I will say that the Catholic Christian market is probably the one that is most likely to say, yes, let's put this in our schools. But we've had some luck in public schools. And I think Baby Olivia it's just science. And A Glimpse Inside takes Baby Olivia science into the clinical realm. So when you have real doctors and real moms and real babies, it just reemphasizes the science. And I think when you use science-based evidence, the kids trust it. They're seeing real moms, real babies. It speaks to their heart in a way that I think is important.
Great. And a quick follow-up question for you, Linda. What has the reception been from the students?
Really powerful, and we've presented it to parents, to students, to all across the realm. Kids as young as 7 or 8 are observing, what it really looks like. And one mom said to me, "This was such a wonderful opportunity for me to talk to my daughter about how life begins, what it was like being pregnant with her, what it means to be a mom." And so those are the kinds of conversations that we're trying to encourage. Pushing it out there to parents. This is a wonderful way to start the conversation.
That's Seems incredible. Now, Christina, you are boots on the ground, having hard conversations about abortion. How do you think a video series like A Glimpse Inside can impact the pro-life movement?
It can be used in so many different ways. It's a tool to show people the beauty of human development. Pregnancy resource centers can use Baby Olivia, they can use A Glimpse Inside to show women who are considering abortion what the baby looks like that's growing inside of them. Groups that are on the streets, like 40 Days for Life, yes, they're praying, but if someone comes to talk to them, Sidewalk Advocates for Life, who are outside of abortion clinics, who are talking to women considering abortion, both of those groups of people, they can use Baby Olivia to show young women and young men who are considering an abortion, this is what you are about to destroy. This beautiful human life. This is what it looks like. And also people who are not considering abortion, but they are uncertain as to the child growing in their womb. What do they look like? What are the fetal markers? They can go online and they can watch Baby Olivia grow, and they can even choose a name and put the name in the video and really personalize it. And so from pregnancy resource centers to sidewalk advocates to young women who are just watching on their computer, there's many ways in which Baby Olivia can touch the hearts of mothers.
That's incredible. Now, I'm going to ask a question to both of you. In a secular world that teaches our youth that a baby is just a clump of cells and abortion is healthcare, what can this video series offer to the next generation of the pro-life movement to help them change the hearts and minds of our culture? And Linda, perhaps we can start with you and then Christina.
Well, I think a picture says 1,000 words. And the kids that observe A Glimpse Inside and Baby Olivia, they know right away that it's a baby. And we had one young man after watching A Glimpse Inside, and then we said, can you tell us the difference between this 8-week-old little baby whose heartbeat you just heard and a 20-week baby in the womb? And then we had a young mom holding her infant child, and he said, that one's littler. And that's, I think, you don't even have to talk about abortion. They know right away it's a baby from the very beginning. They hear the heartbeat. One little boy said, even though it was the size of a grain of rice, we knew that it was a baby. And it was the same baby that was going to emerge from his mother's womb in 7 or 8 months. So kids get it. They get it right away, and they see the humanity of the unborn. I think what Live Action and what the JPII Life Center are trying to do right now is provide this kind of evidence-based science so that kids can make their own decisions, because they're hearing all sorts of things about that. They can make decisions about their gender, they can make decisions about life, and when they see something so real, they realize that, hey, this is a God-given gift, and every child is unique. And I think it gives them sort of an ownership of their very own uniqueness. So it's been a pretty easy study. Kids get it right away.
And Christina?
Fetal development education, it's empowering. When I was in high school and even college, that was when the internet was just becoming popular and we were starting to use emails. And so when people would talk about abortion, unless you were looking in books, you didn't have a lot of information at your fingertips. But now for this generation, online education and education specifically on fetal development, it empowers them to combat the lies of Planned Parenthood, to combat the lies of the abortion industry that's telling them, oh, it's just cells, it's just tissue. If they're not wanted, then you can just discard of that human life. And so now we're giving them tools to educate them at a young age, and that's imprinting their hearts. That's changing their hearts and minds. And so when those lies do come, maybe the lies come in college, they'll be able to stand against them and say, no, I've already been educated. I already know the truth. And we're hoping that that message will stay with them for their entire life, and it'll be a message that they can pass to their children's children.
Amen. Well, ladies, thank you both just for the incredible work that you're doing at each of your organizations. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
If you would like to learn more about A Glimpse Inside and their free pro-life educational video series, go to glimpseinside.org.